And we're back here at WCUC for Worry Talk. Our first topic on the night is going to be about teams with various, and I mean various, and like 1 metric ton or so of starting quarterbacks. Now, I got some lists here, and we have the Dolphins, and Browns, and Bucks.
Let's start with the Browns.
Sounds good, Dean. Yeah.
All right, so we going like last 15 years, or what time frame are we looking at?
10 years, maybe?
Sure, 10, 15 years.
Let's go
Let's
since
do 15.
2000 on. 2000
Yeah,
on.
there we
All
go.
right. So, anybody know who the quarterback for the Browns was in 2000? They had.
Let me.
Do you guys know Tim Couch?
Yeah, Tim
Yep.
Couch.
I'll go Tim Couch.
And they had Doug Peterson, who I don't know what he was doing at that point.
Doug Peterson started for the Browns?
He did in 2000. He was later a Packers backup.
Yeah, I
Like,
knew that.
Yep.
I think he was on the Eagles a little bit,
And
too.
a guy named Sporjon Wynn. I don't think I've ever even seen his name before, but he was the Browns quarterback in 2000. 2001 was all Tim Couch. 2002, you had Kelly Holcomb.
Kelly Holcomb.
Kelly Holcomb and Tim Couch holding down the fort, probably 13-loss seasons.
Tim Couch, best draft pick of all time.
And then again in 2003 was Holcomb and Couch. They both started 8 games. And then in 2004, they brought in Jeff Garcia from San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of him.
Garcia was well traveled, right? Didn't he play for Tampa Bay too?
Yep.
And Philadelphia. He was really
And
good in Philly.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
And briefly for the Lions, then he got like demoted to third string or something.
We're up to 2004 now. Luke McCown, Jeff Garcia, and Kelly Holcomb played that year. 2005, they switched entirely, lost all 3 quarterbacks, went Trent Dilfer, Charlie Fry. And then
Oh, Trent, yeah.
then Trent got cut in 2005, and they went to
Trent went to the 49ers, I think.
Charlie
Dilfer
Fry.
is a joke.
Charlie Fry and Derek
Yeah.
Anderson. Derek Anderson, actually, he stayed for about 3 years. Charlie Fry just started
Yeah,
one.
where did he end up going?
He's a Panthers backup right now.
Oh, he's
For,
still a
Oh, yeah,
Panthers
that's right.
backup. Wow.
Yeah, I saw him play a preseason game against the
well,
Steelers.
last season, if you remember, the Panthers started out without Cam, and Derek
Oh,
Anderson
yeah.
took them 2-0. So was
Oh,
that
yeah.
last season or the year before? I think it was last season. Was it last season that Cam got in that wreck? Do you remember, Josh?
Yeah, it was last season.
Okay, yeah, last season Derek started 2 games for the Panthers. In 07, 06 and 07, him and Charlie Fry held down the fort, and then in the 2008 draft, they got Brady Quinn, and
Oh, yeah.
The savior from Notre Dame.
Brady Quinn only started 3
Oh.
games his rookie season.
Do you remember that, guys? How like big a deal they made that? Because I was a Mike and Mike avid, like a big avid Mike and Mike fan back in the day, and Mike Golick, that was like his favorite player ever, and he thought Brady Quinn was going to be like a superstar, and wow, that fell by the wayside fast.
And then I think he was like the third string quarterback for the Broncos or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, he was behind Tim Tebow at one point. That goes to show
Oh,
you
yeah,
how
that's
good
right.
you went in your career.
I think Orton was the starter then, too. if
Oh,
memory
yeah,
serves
Orton.
I
me.
forgot about
Good old Kyle Orton.
A lot of forgettable names over the
Yes,
years.
oh, yeah, definitely.
Quarterbacks they really are kind of like a card basically. There's nothing special about them. You kind of like flip cards over and you hope you get a good one because they're nothing special. Most like 99% of them aren't anything great.
Except certain teams have the ability to develop quarterbacks, and they like the Packers, the Colts,
Steelers.
Steelers. They always have a quarterback.
Oh,
so.
of course.
Well, actually, no, the Steelers went through a time period.
Yeah, the Steelers did, but they've always had quarterbacks to get them through. Because before that, we did have Cordell Stewart for at least a
Yeah.
decade. You know,
And
we
then,
had Cordell Stewart for a long time, and then O'Donnell. He played in that Super Bowl against.
Maddox. It was
30.
Maddox.
Yeah, and Maddox.
Maddox
too.
was after Cordell.
Maddox was a decent quarterback for a
He
time.
really was.
I didn't like it when he came back.
No, me neither. But when he came back and he started that whole year before Ben came back, you know what? Thank you, Tommy Maddox, for leading us to a 6-10 year because then we drafted Ben Roethlisberger. So thank you, Tommy Maddox.
A blessing in disguise, if
Exactly.
you will.
You know what? The one thing to be curious is to look at how many quarterbacks, first round pick quarterbacks, and where they're at, like percentage wise, of actually be having a
Yeah.
successful career. And successful career to me is started like 3 or 4 years in the league. That would be a
Yeah,
successful
And
career.
made a playoff run
or
or something.
anything like that. There's some stipulation, but I bet you it's like 70% of the time they don't work out. That would be my
At
guess.
least
It's a tricky
70, yeah,
position.
Yeah.
It really is.
We still got some more Browns quarterbacks though.
We do? Okay.
We went 2010. Colt
Jeez.
McCoy,
Colt.
McCoy, Jake Delhomme, and Seneca Wallace.
Jake Delhomme, I forgot.
Seneca Wallace.
Seneca, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Seneca made 4 starts that year.
Wow.
Wow.
In 2011, he made 3 more. Him and Colt McCoy.
Jeez.
And then 2012,
Thad?
they got the best pick ever, Brandon Whedon.
Oh, yeah.
29-year-old Brandon Whedon started 13 or 15 games for him.
We'll
Now
never
he's-
understood. Did you watch that draft?
I believe so. I
You-
watch
were you
portions.
confused with the fact they drafted a 29-year-old in the first round?
It's like, wait a second, he's
But
29.
then
We
they,
didn't know that.
well, they had Colt McCoy then too.
yeah, they had
It's like,
Colt
what
McCoy.
was wrong with Colt?
Yeah,
Really,
Colt
what was
McCoy is
wrong with
still a
Colt
decent
McCoy?
quarterback. He made a couple of good starts for the Redskins last year.
Oh yeah, of course.
In 2012, Brandon Whedon started 15 games, and Thad Lewis started one.
Thad
yeah.
Lewis.
Oh, my God.
Then he went for the Bills for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
they're like,
He's-
you're done.
He's an Eagle now, I think. They want to start. They want him to start over Sanchez. Some of them Eagles fans.
Those Eagles, man.
2013, Jason Campbell started 8 games. Brian Hoyer started 3, and Whedon started the other 5.
Hoyer.
I kind of believe in Hoyer. I thought he would
I
be a
did
solid
too.
quarterback at the time. I thought he was going to be the guy of the future. Not that I care about the Browns' future at any time. but-
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I mean, keep on sucking if you want. I mean, they're in our division. That's 2 wins every year.
Believe it or
Oh,
not,
yeah.
we're at 2014. We still got 4 more starting quarterbacks.
Oh my goodness.
We got Hoyer again, and then Johnny Manziel got drafted in 2014.
No.
He started 6 games in his career to this point.
Yeah, and hasn't he
One-
been awful in like 5 of those games, Dean?
How many? Who's he throwing to? Travis Benjamin, number 1.
Yeah.
Derek
And-
Arnridge. I
I
mean,
mean-
give him some weapons, and he'll be a good quarterback.
Oh my goodness, Dean's on the wrong side.
You set him up for failure by playing in Cleveland.
I follow the same thing.
Nope.
Cleveland drove him to drink.
Oh my.
It's Cleveland's
oh
fault.
my.
Oh boy,
Connor,
guys.
Connor Shaw made a start in 2014.
Connor Shaw. Wow.
He's a pretty mobile quarterback, isn't he?
Yeah.
I hope he's gone now.
He's from
Somewhat.
South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now in 2015, we got Josh McCown. Started 9 games before he broke that clavicle this
Yeah.
past week.
It seems like quarterbacks are having a tough time with those collarbones lately.
Manziel's made 2 starts this year, and Austin Davis is about to make his second
Oh, boy.
this upcoming weekend.
Well, sorry,
Austin.
Cleveland.
But I don't think they've started the last quarterback this year. I think they're going to find another guy before the end of the season.
Oh yeah, I know his name. His name's Tyrell Pryor.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yep,
yeah, yeah.
They signed him,
hey.
the
So
Youngstown
we're going to
native.
go ahead and make a bold prediction here at Warrior Talk. The next starting
Yes, we
quarterback
will.
for the Browns will be Terrell Pryor out of Ohio State.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, let the guy have a chance. I mean, he was a real great athlete
I
at
ne-
Ohio State.
I never liked him simply because he almost went to Pitt.
The thing is, though, there's
Yeah.
there's no reason that Manziel shouldn't be starting right now. They're trying to make a statement.
Yeah, and I understand the statement. It's fine with me. I get it.
But if you invested that much in a quarterback, you got to play him.
I agree.